sale was maybe for 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 1 month sometimes. Once in a while, periodically, the G4S car will come around. Yeah. So in those old days, people were afraid to steal the money because they would be arrested. But then over time, when it was no longer as safe to steal as it was previously, the money of daily sales and big C was being abused by the manager of the shop and his staff. So leakage. Poor your guidance. But anyway, the reason why I brought this was not to discuss about dividend payments. But I said obviously over time they never made improvements. They had reached a certain peak level and maintained it and moved along, and that's how when they were faced with competition, they were overwhelmed. So continuous improvement is very important. It is important. And finally, financial health is also another purpose. You want to engage in performance to be able to achieve financial health, implying profitability, cost control, liquidity, and investment returns. Profitability, cost control, liquidity, and investment returns. Yeah, that's what we're looking at. Yeah, any questions or comments? An example here would be a retail business evaluates its financial statement, looking at profit margins, cash flow, and expense ratios to ensure it is operating efficiently and generating sufficient returns. So the purpose is monitoring financial health enables the organization to remain solvent, fund operation and expansion, and ensure long-term sustainability. While we're making informed decisions, inform the financial decisions based on current performance. Right. Now we can look at the total quality management. Total quality management, here, what I was presenting to you was more like a transition. Okay, as I was summarizing the organizational performance. But remember we said we looked at the balance scorecard, so we're now looking at the TPA. Okay, so this was just a brief. Maybe I should have presented at the end, maybe, but maybe I've overlooked it. Maybe should have been the last one. I would have presented TPA first, I think. But maybe the way I arranged the notes, maybe reverse do it the other way around. On the weekend, I must provide this as a summary. But maybe as we talk about TPM, from our notes, we consider it to be we consider TPM as major performance initiatives, where there's KPI, the balance scorecard, lean management, Six Sigma, agile methodologies, employee development programs, and the TPM. TQM, total quality management. TQM, total quality management. I had introduced it in the last class. He remembers. I had introduced it. I said that you don't hear this word as often now as it used to be. In some situations, people use the word QMS. now frequently used, QMS. You realize that TQM and QMS, what separates them is very thin. There is a very thin line that separates the two. Now, what is total quality management? It's a philosophy of management that has changed the way things are done. You know, these are days of competition. And the performance initiative of TQM has assisted organizations to be far above competitors. With the heavy competition, coupled with the equal access to the following, equal access to technology, okay, equal access to capital, equal access to skilled labor. These are heightened competition. In the past, a company would be more competitive purely on the basis that it had access to a specific technology that other companies never had access to. So you were the only ones that had a machine to produce a product. Because you had brought in engineers who were able to design that particular machine specifically for you. And it was not available in the market. So no one would easily be able to access it. So that was the basis of the competitive advantage. You will be the only one that possesses that machine. And I tell you, it's no longer the same. There are various machines that are now manufactured. You know how easy now it is to manufacture soap? How easy is it now to manufacture, say for example, even bigger? This room is even big. A small section is half of this room, even a quarter. You can put down a machine and produce tons and tons of bread for sale, which would not be the case in the past. And it doesn't have to be in a closed room, even open. That's why you find that some of the supermarkets, somewhere at the corner, sun, you can actually see bread being baked. You can see how technology has improved, food processing. People can now be able to process the peanut butter, come up with the tomato jam and different things, which were not easy. At that time, it did not be produced by Tamara Food Products. Okay. Now, if you look at it from that angle, you realize that with access to various technologies that can be used to manufacture or produce things, competition is so stiff. So the only thing that remains that can set you apart and help you to improve your performance is your adherence to quality. Now, quality is not a new thing. It has been there for quite a while. And total quality management as a philosophy has also stayed for quite a while and has got its roots and its fathers. There were people that envisioned what is required to be of high quality. People like Juran, there are several other people. But what is total quality management? I would consider it to be a comprehensive approach that focuses on continuous improvement in all aspects of an organization, with the goal of improving high quality products and services that meet or exceed customer expectation. I'll read it again. This is not an exhaustive definition. There are other definitions as well that you can find, but they are discussing the same topic within. Total quality management is a comprehensive management approach that focuses on continuous improvement in all aspects of an organization, with the goal of providing high quality products and services that meets or exceeds customer expectations. Total quality management involves every employee at every level, working towards the common goal of improving quality and performance in every department and process. In fact, in Japan turned around and become what it is because of TQM philosophy. Maybe just for curiosity sake, we can look at who we consider the fathers of TQM, just for curiosity sake. And or others call them gurus. These are the people that have the authority in this field. If I may ask you, fathers or gurus of management, who do you mention? Not TPM, but management. If I say fathers of management, who are fathers of management or gurus of management?
Frederick Taylor.
Yes. Frederick Taylor, okay. Max Weber, yes. Another one.
Karl Marx.
No, Max Weber.
Max Weber.
Yeah, not Karl Marx, but Max Weber. Yeah. Everton Meyer, of course, but particularly Henry Fayol, Frederick Taylor, Max Weber, these three are given a very prominent position as the gurus because they came up with management ideas which we still use up until today in the mid-1800s. Okay? They started applying them in the early 1900s and they worked. You know, Henry Fayol was the manager of this company, which did so well in terms of performance and profitability. To the point where, after his retirement, the management opted that he become the chairman of the company in the board, a position that he held until he died. They didn't want to release him. You know, Frederick Taylor also transformed and improved performance in this wherever he was. Max Weber brought in the whole concept of bureaucracy, which we still use as until now. Yeah. There are others that came afterwards, but the originators of what it means to manage were these three. Of course, there's another person also. The fourth one, that they also mentioned, I've just forgotten.
Listenberg. Listenberg. It's a German term.
Yeah, something like that. It's also mentioned along the line. Because I think what you brought in, especially in terms of measuring the performance of the line. Now, if you look at TPM, if you try to look at the fathers, you look at the WE or say Edward Deming. Edward Deming is also considered to be father of quality management. Actually, Deming is known for his 14 points for management and the Deming cycle. The PDCA, plan, do, check, and act. Deming came up with that one. It said, whatever you are doing, you must plan, do, check, and act. This is the same. Okay. And he also emphasized the importance of continuous improvement. Okay. Another one who is considered to be a father of quality management is Joseph Juran. Juran came up with what is considered to be a trilogy, where he looks at it the following way: quality planning, quality control, quality improvements. Quality planning, quality control, quality improvement. That's Juran. Another one that is also known is the Philip Crosby. Crosby is known so much for his zero defects. No mistake. Whatever you do it right the first time. Whatever you do it right the first time. That's Crosby. Defect, zero defect. You must prevent errors. Don't allow errors expecting that at the end of the day you do inspection. No. Prevent errors. Another one is the Kaori Ishikawa. Kaori Ishikawa. He came up with the fishbone diagram. Kaori's focus was on what we call cause and effect. Kaori, his focus was what causes performance problems? What causes quality problems? Why do we have good quality? So he says there are causes. So he developed a diagram that looks like a fish. When you eat a fish, you know there are some people who are experts. They are able just to take the flesh of the fish. You roast it, or sometimes you cook it. You eat it so skillfully that you only leave the skeleton. Have you seen those people who are able to do it? Yeah. So he pictures it from that angle. So he came up with fishbone diagram, where he exactly a list of the following things would be causes of poor quality. So this is how you need to examine to identify the cause. He's a Japanese guy. And then there is a Fijin Baum. Amand Fijin Ban. He introduced the total quality control. And he is credited with the idea that quality is everybody's responsibility within an organization, not only just for the top managers, not only just an aspect of production. Because the idea, quality was only looked at as an aspect of production. So he says, no. Quality is not just an aspect of production, it's for everybody, for everything. Okay. And then there is the Jenichi Taguchi. Yeah. You know him?
He's very famous.
Yeah, he also is known for Taguchi method of robust design. So he emphasizes on improving quality by designing products that are robust to external variation. He is actually the one who introduced statistical techniques to improve product and process. This is just something that I just want to give you as part and parcel of the program. But key issues that I want us to discuss are, what are the key principles of total quality management? So quality management has got its own fathers, and then let's look at the key principles. What are the key principles of TQM? Yeah. I don't know whether we're all together. You just shout. Are we together here? Are we following? Okay. I'm mentioning her all the time because she has missed quite a lot of classes. But she's good. She's angry. Yeah. So Vincent is you, isn't it? No. You're Francis?
Francis.
Oh yeah, Vincent is the guy who. Okay. So TPM focuses on the following: customer focus. And that's why one reason why I like TPM, I like it on that basis. Its ability to recognize customer focus. The primary focus of total quality management is to meet or exceed customer expectations. You don't want anything to fall short of what customer is expecting. In fact, we want it to exceed. What happens in TPM is to constantly collect customer feedback, analyze it, and make improvements. That's what it is. You offer a product, you offer a service, but constantly collect customer feedback, analyze it, and make improvements. The other thing about CPM is employee involvement. Employee involvement. So, is it a good thing? What do you think? Where is this coming from? It is coming from a situation where management of 3 to 5 people is making all the decisions on their own and just directing people to do things that people don't even understand, things that even people criticize, things that even people have better way in which they can be done. Now, because then people don't have ownership on those things, then they don't give it all. Isn't it? They just do it because of the order, and they cannot even go an extra mile. They cannot take any specific initiative. So, here you want involvement from top management to frontline members. Why? Because you want employees to take ownership of their work and contribute to improve equality in their respective areas. Employees must be empowered. An example of employee empowerment is in Japan. They have created what they call quality circles. What do quality circles do? These are small groups that meet to discuss problems and provide solutions related to quality improvement. In your production or whatever you do, you go to small circles. And usually these circles are interdisciplinary. You've got representative from finance, HR, production and operations, IT, who frequently meet to discuss the problems and provide solutions. Process approach. Okay, customer focus, employee involvement. I jumped something. I should have been, yeah, sorry. This one is number 3. This one is number 3, sorry. Number 2 is continuous improvement. Kaizen. You read what this table? Yeah, that's a continuous improvement. Kaizen. The mindset of constant improvements. I might have talked about it when I was talking about PTC, but I was talking about it in the context of balance scorecard. I think I'm going to talk about balance scorecard. Yeah. Rather than settling for status quo, many organizations, once they do something and do it well, they sit idle and relax. I always remember in my days, passing JC was a big milestone. I'm not talking about MCE, but JC. JC was, I don't know why. But yeah, standard 8, yes. Standard 8 was also an impossible task because of the ratio of primary and secondary school. So that one, nowadays it's better. There are a lot of community secondary schools, a lot of private secondary schools. But at that time, it was also an impossible task. Yeah, but fine. But I'm focusing more on JC because you're already in secondary school. Because standard 8, you'll be bad for going to secondary school. So either you drop out or you go and repeat. Okay? Or later on, you go, the only option available at the time was MCD centers or night schools. Okay? Which were also very few. But let's talk about you've already been selected into a secondary school. You already have started for one. You were expected to be at Form 4, but that time, by passing JC, you already secured employment because having JC would mean you go and become a professional teacher. You go TTC, then you become a professional teacher and get employment. You go and join the police and the army. And those days with JC, if you join the army, you become a cadet, an army officer. When you're judge. JC. Yeah. So it was not easy. So that already you were in the secondary school, and then when you failed JC, they were not, government was not providing room for you to repeat. They were saying, pass, you have wasted your chance. You were selected to do some education, you failed JC, pass. It wasn't possible. It was so hard for you to repeat after failing JC. You go home. For women, most of them just go and get married. But there were still others who, even after passing JC, who say they want to continue. They were still there. So when we passed our JC, I don't know whether it was 1987 or thereabout, we came back, fortunately for us, the only 3 people that failed in the class. So we showed high levels of happiness and enthusiasm. And in our time, people would go to school, and you, JC, from school, will still wait for JC to come out. And the JC, the results will be out. You'll be called back into school. You'll find your friends are late for 2 weeks. And another week, the Form 1s are coming. So coming back was a celebration after passing JC. Again, even as you're getting into the school, the gate, when the people see you after you're signing in to go to the hostel, it was a celebration. So we were so excited. And I remember our teacher, he is now late, Mr. Ripoya. He said, yes, I can understand your happiness. Okay. But do not get satisfied with this school. Okay. This has now passed. It is something that you no longer need to focus on. Now look ahead. There is MCE. It changed all of us. We now realize that we don't have to over-celebrate. We need to sit down and focus on another giant that is coming ahead of us. I like into this whole issue of continuous improvement. To say, just because you have innovated and have a product, and the product is selling like hot cake, in fact, that is a point for you to worry. In fact, I remember a friend of mine, Georgie Janjera. He was always number 1 in class. And I used to admire him and said, oh, how does it feel to become number 1? He said, you know what? That's the most difficult thing. I said, why? He said, because you're always worried that one day someone is going to beat you and become number 1. So it will be very painful for you to move from number 1 to become number 2. So you were so worried of maintaining number 1 position than celebrating that number 1. So let's look at the companies that had products that thrived, but because they had not done continuous improvement, the products are no longer number 1 today. I remember when Ufresh was just coming on the market. Oh, it was saying like, what so? Ufresh was the product of the town. But we barely hear about it. Yes, it's still within an average group of souls, but we barely hear about it. Why? Much of it would be after the innovations, we came up with a formula and produced the product. It attracted the market. There weren't a substantial improvements that came later. And some of the soaps that we know that were also good enough, even closed shop. Soaps like I don't know whether you ever found them. Body care. Okay. Was it peach? Yeah, it was called body care. They were selling like body at that time. But because of lack of innovation and improvement, they have remained at that status. So TPM is talking about continuous improvement. You no longer have to be satisfied with the current status quo. What are we saying? In Kaizen or continuous improvement, we are saying rather than settling for the status quo, organizations using 2PM continuously seek to make improvements in every area, including process, products, and service. And employees might be encouraged to suggest ways to make production more efficient and reduce waste, with an emphasis on incremental improvements. Process approach. Yeah, we are so clear. Process approach. TPM emphasizes on understanding processes within an organization. What does it involve? It involves identifying key processes and analyzing them, and make them more efficient to reduce wastage and variation while improving quality. It's an important aspect leading to process mapping. Okay, you look at key areas of the process, and that if we excel in these processes, no one can beat our competition. TPM looks at integrated research. The other three remaining, I can just spread them, and then things like benefits of quality, whatever, I think those things should have been written. But TPM looks at also integrated system. Integrated system. What we mean here is that all departments and units must work towards common quality goal. Quality is not only for one department. Quality is for all departments. For example, marketing, production, customer service, they must work collaboratively to ensure that the customers receive a high quality product that meets their needs. Another important factor fact-based decision making. Fact-based decision making. TQM emphasizes the use of data and analysis to make decisions. So, you collect data on quality metrics and use it to guide their improvement strategies, ensuring that decisions are based on evidence rather than assumptions. What are we saying? No longer will you just look to guess. Let's do it this way. No, let's do it this way. You must analyze data, and based on what that data is talking, make decisions based on it. I like another lecture of mine. I forgot his first name, but it started with Fune. I used to remember him saying, let the data talk when we were doing the analysis of the missing. Let the data talk. Don't tell it what to do, but let it speak to you. It was quite interesting. Yeah, in his presentation. Let data do the talking. Okay. Let it talk to you. Whatever it tells you is what you must interpret, not you in telling the data what to do. So if the expectation is that if you collect data in a free environment, the expectation is that your decisions are purely going to be guided by that particular data. And the last one is communication. You just like this meeting, we can continue later on when we meet. You're meeting Mr. Scandal?
Now.
Now?
You don't have me.
You don't have any? What class are you having?
I was rescheduled. I was supposed to have it, but it's been rescheduled.
Oh, okay. So, the other friends of yours? Also?
It's not coming.
Okay. Alright. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for resurfacing.